Hello and welcome, everybody. Is that guy still continue to focus like that, or we got it together? Call it what you will. We got a morning bike ride in the city of Houston. And as always, got a million people staring at me. Hey, Bandito! Man, that dog's right on my ass, too. Slit your throat next time. Texas stand your ground law, allowed to protect yourself as you see fit. But either way, that's a good example of being attacked by dogs. Luckily, I'm in a high gear, so I can outrun their 15-mile-an-hour top speed, roughly. Dogs can get up to about 25. But either way, so you can call this a second chance testing, I suppose, of trying to live stream and ride a bike. But we'll make it work. In situations like this, usually people will try to commit vehicular manslaughter on you because you're not on the sidewalk. What sidewalk? And then, when there isn't a sidewalk, you're still at fault. So automobile drivers are like a woman. You can't ever be satisfied. So there's no point in trying. Ugh. But either way, beautiful day. The Lord has blessed us with. And someone would be like, well, what about that sidewalk? I'd be like, there's nothing wrong with that sidewalk, except it just ends right there. So, again, done with people's lack of hindsight and critical thinking skills, and especially when they decide to open their mouth without a solution. But either way, my mission is to a mailbox, or to the post office. My dad wanted copies of my first 2 albums, so that you shall get. First family member to tell me that it's not impossible to play a CD. But either way, all in a day. I'm really curious to see if the quality will be different. Because I know it's going as fast as possible, it comes out all shaky. But I'm wondering if I just cruise and be slow, it'll come out a little better. Otherwise, probably have to add some rubber for the stability. Nonetheless, coming up on Keller and Fennel Street right now. I always assume that guy's part of the art card parade. Since he's got that spider, it's usually how they go. And look at this, another house for sale. 281-830-5839. Looks like a redone up modern Houston 2-story. Houston 2-bedroom. Maybe a third. But there's contacting information if you still like. I don't know, it's still coming out that way where it looks watery. So I am not happy about that. But either way, all in a day. Got some fresh paved roads. Thought it'd be another dog chasing me there. Four-cylinder Cadillac. You don't have to have a V8 to drive a Cadillac. That guy's got a 4-cylinder turbo. Don't know if it'll make Tokyo Drift, but it is a front-wheel drive. I have to give it some credit, okay? Have to follow the rules of the road, man. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, like I said, kind of a good morning. I just got really get over to the post office. Dang, I should have kept going east today. I don't know why I cut south like this. this AM bike ride. All the bikes are fixed, but for whatever reason on the research development bike, it's now developed a new kink in which it won't allow rear wheels to spin. Partly has to do with this bolt for the derailleur, which I'm perplexed by because the derailleur came with the bike brand new from the shop. So it's worked this whole time. Good morning. So it's worked this whole time without issue until now, where it binds up and won't spin the wheel. So I have to assume that the research development bike is dead, because there's no way of making it work with the derailleur that came with it from the factory. So I'm technically down to one bike. There's technically a second bike. I just got to put chains on it, and then that one will ride. So I'll still be at a 2-bike fleet. But unfortunately, pretty sure Harley Quinn, the Huffy Granite 26, she's done. There's no more updates with that bike. I mean, you know, I put on 3 different rear rims and not a single one of them will spin, including the one that came with the bike. So at some point, it's either become bent and just unrideable. So again, I'm left riding the old bike. Although Raphael ain't old, he's still young like me. Temporary tag from a dealer. That'd be another temporary tag from a dealer. I don't think there's any more. I was waiting to see a couple more red tags pop up, but just those two. Glad to see they got money, I guess. The American capitalistic dream is alive somewhere. Oh, see, there's another temporary tag. So we got 3 so far in this complex. There's street parking. Look at you all the way from Virginia. Otherwise, they're all Texas plates. Mostly from Houston. But it doesn't work like that like it does on Florida plates. It's completely done once you're registered with the system. It has nothing to do with where you're at. I can do that one. These are all private schools, so they pay for these schools. This isn't paid for by the state. There's a Wisconsin tag. So there we go. We got 4 dealership tags, 1 Wisconsin, 1 Virginia tag. You're the best dad in the world, man. Keep it up. I'm glad that man smiled. I was just trying to be nice. But I really do mean that. And the Bennigan's is going, or the Shenanigans. I'm not sure if... Sorry. I was checking something. Appreciate the support, everyone. Let's see. Come on, make your left turn. It's okay. I've already stopped. I ain't moving. Takes forever to get my speed back up. One thing with the automobile drivers, they act like speed is instant on bikes. We don't have a car that can go 160 miles an hour. So again, with these unrealistic expectations that you expect us to fucking, consume and live by. It's just not possible. And finally no cars. I don't know, I would stay on this side, but there's no pedestrian path to get over to the post office to even do so. But I don't know, this won't be the last time I'm filming the day. I don't know, you got a dog attack at least. Well, luckily he didn't catch me, but he was on my ass. He was ready to snip that rear tire until I started really pedaling. But all in a day. Like, sidewalk stuff like this doesn't bother me because it makes sense. It's still flat. And, you know, we don't have to worry about the tree roots getting in the way. So I'm cool with that. But just give us a flat path if you don't want us in the street. But then again, people need to realize we're legally allowed to be there. Not like these illegals coming in over the border not paying taxes. Like, we cyclists are road legal, allowed to be on the streets. So again, you automobile drivers opening your mouth, complaining without solutions, you're just making everyone annoyed. No one has to listen to you or wants to listen to you. About to turn green, I know it. No, it ain't. I still got some time. Best part of it be about traffic over here. It makes it easy to cross the street, honestly. Like, no hassle whatsoever. No, I just noticed all these power lines sagging for whatever reason. I don't know if that come up on the video. But you see all those sagging power lines? Pretty crazy. We go all the way down Winkler here, or the last bit of it. Me finding a post office has not worked. Nor have I tried to find a post office. I know there's one right of me. I got distracted with the city workers smoking inside of the vehicle, so forgive me. But I'll just go ahead and cross the street. I might stop in the HEB real quick. Get myself a milk. They got ones for $1, but I like getting the 2-pint ones for $1.38. I just got to get some food to mix with it, because that's a lot of milk to be riding around in your belly for 100-degree heat. But I'll at least get this done. But yeah, I just wanted to share at least a little bit of this beautiful morning. Like I said, I'll get back on here and stream for a sec. But, I think it's time for the milk. And don't hog the only part of the sidewalk that's smooth, Mr. Bus, please. I actually have no problem with that. It's just, yeah, when there's like 6-foot-hole gashes, you can't help but get wrecked. I don't know. And then I also want to check to see if riding slower makes the live stream a little smoother. This guy behind me is giving me my piece with his white Chevy. What is it? It's not a Colt. I can't remember what it is. It's a tiny car of the series. A green Ford Explorer. You know, they paid money for that one. Pretty much anything that's not white, gray, and black and ready for resale It's expansive. And then we got the holy HEV. Oh, Golf gate here. Sebring convertible, man. I like that. The LeBaron of the 2000s. No, I don't need dry trees though that bad. Whew. Alright. Let's get some breakfast. Other than that, I'll be back on it in a second. The workers get a little weirded out if you just start filming. Then they're wondering if you work for corporate, and not for several months. So, either way, everyone, peace and joy love. I'll be back on in a moment. Hey, everyone, Cash Money, John, appreciate the love, man, but I'll be back on, no worries.